Left, your left, hey. Left, right, your left. You got it.
Thank you for joining in today with Andrea Eichmann and Mark Peterson of the People's Patriot Project for this week's WeP3 Debrief. Find out what our crew has been working on to help support those who have given some and all to the pursuit of liberty and freedoms across Minnesota and the United States. Watch, listen, and support as we create the beacon of hope and opportunity in today's society that needs its heroes. Are you a veteran, first responder, or a patriot looking for a place to put your skill set, your thoughts, and/or want to help continue the mission? You have come to the right place. We are the People's Patriot Project, and we want to be the shock and awe when it comes to meeting the needs of our veterans and first responders. We are dealing with a new enemy in today's world where the wounds are not always clean. We want to be part of this mission in saving lives and making a difference. Welcome to the WeP3 Debrief. Here's Andrea and Mark letting you know the mission. And as always, Patriot Pride.
And here we go. This is Monday, February 19th. It is President's Day. It is, if you joined us for our show last night, Jonathan went through all the thoughts, ideas, and pieces of what went into and played into President's Day. I'm struggling. If you watch the intro on the show, and I'll pull up the graphic right now as well, we have lost some of the best. It's not every day. I mean, it is every day. We lose people that commit to helping our society be better place. We lose them every day. Last week, we lost a helicopter over in California with our Marines on it. This last week, here in Minnesota, we lost an EMS provider, Adam Finseth, and two police officers, both age 27. Can you believe that? They went to a domestic, and it just, and I'm going to tell you where my frustration lies. My frustration doesn't necessarily, yes, I'm saddened, I'm upset, I'm frustrated that we lose our first responders in the Call of Duty. I'm more frustrated with our communities, our country, our people, I know our reach is limited. I know we only go so far. I know that there are roughly 50,000 rounding up organizations that they say help veterans and first responders. And what I'd like to do is drop absolutely everything and run down to Burnsville, Minnesota, with all the resources and stuff needed to at least lighten the load for the families of these young men. And I know that there's organizations involved. I've reached out. We've had some conversations. Not enough is being done for these people, in my opinion. And that's where my frustration is. And so, and I'm sitting here explaining this at this time to 4 people. Jeremy Daniels, good to see you, brother. I don't know. Share your thoughts, share your ideas. I'm open. I constantly preach, and it's not about me. I constantly have the conversation about we need to be ready so we don't have to get ready. And our organization isn't ready. And we know that people would not stop for 1 second to dial 911 and make sure someone was there to save their ass. And this is how we thank our men and women who make sure we have those safeties, those securities, and those freedoms. But last night's show was a great show. We had one of those situations again where life catches up with some people, and one of our guests was unable to make it last minute, which is fine. We get that. But we had the most amazing, awesome return guest. David Chamberlain came in, and the other great part was all of the amazing people that were out there chiming in. The list was long. It was great. We got Mr. Mello here with Contagion Effect. We have a Facebook user. Domestics are scarier than combat. Combat doesn't involve home or family. And yeah, combat does involve the family. I'm going to disagree with you a little bit, because those are someone's sons and daughters, someone's father or mother. It includes the family. And look, we got John Crochet stepping into the house. Again, let's have those conversations. I'm open to it, and we will continue to have it. And we're going to continue to move forward, and we're going to continue to grow, and we're going to continue to build our communities, and we're going to continue to support and promote this country. I see more positive than negative, and I'm going to see it that way because I know there's amazing people behind the scenes doing great jobs to accommodate all of our communities. It's not just about the veterans and first responders. There's great people doing great things. Mr. Cornwell, gosh, you should be on here. Would you be interested in coming on right now? It'd be a first time. I don't know. You're probably working hard. He law enforcement out in Wyoming. Thanks for all you do, Pat. So again, if you're game, I can send you a link real quick, Pat. If you're not game, we'll do it another time. And yeah, you're working. I know how you guys. What's in your right hand? What's in your left hand? Cup of coffee in one of them, donut in the other one. No, I'm joking, brother. I'm joking. You're probably carrying a crosswalk sign right now. So. Pat goes all the way back.
Lagging so bad.
What's that?
I said, am I still here? I feel like I'm lagging so bad.
You are here. You are here.
Okay.
Donuts are awesome. Donuts are awesome. Zero complaints with donuts. And tacos as well. Yes, we're just going to turn this into a food show. No, well, let's talk about our guest yesterday. We had the amazing Mr. Chamberlain, David Chamberlain. He's been on before. He's a country boy from Oklahoma, and he sings like a country boy from Oklahoma. And we love having him on when he comes on. Mr. Cornwell, if there's a donut taco, we should have that conversation. There's no reason why there shouldn't be one. And you know, at the end of May, I will be out that space. I have another graduation in that town of the Warriors right up the road from you. Anyway, Mr. Chamberlain came on, has very poignant, he believes who he is, and he believes what he is, and he believes what he's fought for, and he's been through some Mickey stuff, and he is just a great human being with a great heart. And he had 3 amazing songs for us last night. His first one, Freedom Don't Come Free. His second one, Walk on CC, which is the command you give to a therapy horse, walk on, and the horse's name is CC. And it's a song about a horse that's taking care of some developmentally delayed young people, and he's just got a great story that goes with it, and an amazing song. And then Oklahoma is Sooner, and it's kind of funny because we know what the Sooners are, but this is the play on the word, and he should have been back to Oklahoma sooner. And it's just a little fun ballad about love. You know how that goes. Cowboys, they lose their truck, they lose their dog, they get a divorce, and that's not all what country music's about. But Mr. Withrow, steak and lobster. Yeah, I saw it. I saw it the other day, brother. You sent it to Andrea first, and then I got the sloppy seconds. I get it. It's all good. So, yeah, my brain is just kind of wrapped around what is going on in the community and what's going on in the world. Remember, you can hear all of our musicians on WeP3 Radio. Real simple. I'll put the link up here as well. But when you're sitting there, Mr. Cornwell, at the office or in your rig, you can just put it on the internet and say WeP3 Radio into Google, and Blast FM has got our radio content, and it is all veteran and first responders. You'll hear David Chamberlain there. You will hear Scotty Hastings on there. You will hear Shannon Book, who came on last night. You will hear Kim Donnett Band and Jen Ford, and the list goes on and on. About 140, 160 different musicians that are making our world and life a more enriched place. Got to get some bacon in. You know, I'm going to jump on your guys' little parade here. I had the awesome opportunity to make some very rustic gumbo yesterday, and it was a hit. In fact, today I did something called the sunrise gumbo, and I laid this little bed of rice down, put my nice gumbo on. I had some extra sauce, and we're going to call it gumbo sauce. Actually, it's the more sauce. I poured it over the top, and I put a couple fried eggs over the top. Oh my gosh, it was amazing. The only thing that I think would have made it better, possibly bacon, and maybe putting it on a bed of crispy hash browns. So the show gets a little bit weird when there's one person here, and that's me. There's more banter when Andrea and Jonathan are here. And again, I put up the graphic. We just lost our 3 young men, but it goes into kind of it's our pledge. We know why we get to do what we do. We know why we get to do this because of the service members and first responders like Mr. Cornwell out there in Wyoming, who have committed their time, sweat, blood, limbs, family, and life. I know that Mr. Cornwell out there in their network has lost someone recently, and our hearts go out with them as well, to give us the freedoms that we have that allow us to do what we do daily. You guys I've never had it. Sounds like something I need to try. Cracker Barrel, potato casserole, and turkey bacon. There we go. team works diligently to bring you the content of the first responders and veteran supporting organizations across the country. And we'll continue to make sure that we get that content lined up and ready to go. Doesn't always play out the way we'd like it to. This last week, it just stuff happens. This next coming week, we have Amanda with Hooves will be coming on. And I don't remember what the acronym of Hooves, but it's equine therapy. And then we got Jeremiah Bones, who just recently came into our network, not only as a musician, but also as one of the boots on the ground founders of a nonprofit helping veterans and first responders. What's up, Jonathan?
I was going to say it's minus 22.
Yeah, minus 22.
Yeah.
If you get the chance, and we don't normally get the poll on Mondays that we poll on Sundays, which is fine. But we always have to make sure everyone gets a chance to go and subscribe to our Facebook, not our Facebook, that's a lie, our YouTube channel. And then I said I was going to put up the link to our radio station outside of putting up our just putting the name WeP3 Radio out there. There is a link, and boom, we get her up there like that. Paste that. We have, and we'll have to get this up into our, because we just found out last night. We got to get the content and the graphics up for Sergeant Records event coming up. I want to say it's April 13th, but like I said, we just found out last night, and we'll get that graphic up so people across the country know what, where, and why, how we are doing, how you can support your veterans and first responders, how you can support organizations around you, all those pieces. And then we do have an event coming up for the People's Patriot Project. You just want to run with it now, Jonathan, now you're here?
Yeah. So January. It's been a really long day. March 23rd, Thibodaux, Louisiana. I think we have a
I'll get
a slide for that.
I'm putting up our link.
But, hey, hi, bud. My kid just got back from school.
Hey, happy back from school day.
No, all right.
You got to go to school this month? I mean, don't you got Mardi Gras or something?
Oh, no, Mardi Gras is over.
Oh, Mardi Gras is over.
Back to reality now, I guess. But March 23rd, there it is. Here in Thibodaux, we will have cook-off. We got a couple of teams signed up for that. A cornhole tournament. We got a ruck march. We can have some vendors out here for some little crafts and odd and ends. Definitely gonna have some cold drinks or two. Shrimp boot decorating contest. We're gonna have some bounce houses and stuff set up for the kids. It's also gonna be pet friendly. So you can bring service dogs and whatever dogs.
What
Cats,
if
I
your
guess.
service pet is
Maybe we
like,
should just say dog friendly so people don't bring cats. What do you
I was
think?
going to say, because what if my therapy animal is a hippopotamus?
Bring them. Just have paperwork. That's all.
You know, one of the biggest, and this call it what it is, I don't care. I've got family members that does this crap, and I get that everyone has a need for animals, but I was just thinking this. I want to tell you the dark side of where I was going, because we've got a lot of people that walk around with animals that have vests on them saying they're a service animal. They're not a service animal. You let that thing off the leash or anything, and they are going to go absolutely ape poo all over the world. But wouldn't that be funny as hell to have like hippopotamus with a big service animal vest on.
A service puma. A cat with paws as big as my head. Just
We're gonna be yeah, Jeremiah's got the service puma. I'm gonna tell you what I'm gonna do. I should make it a secret. I'm gonna find one of those large alligator blow up dolls. I'm gonna put it on a leash, and I'm gonna go find a service animal vest and put it on the alligator, and just have that as my.
walking
I mean,
around.
if I can find a real alligator, I'll do that, but chances are high that's not going to happen. So
It's highly unlikely that will be approved. You might see a few, but getting them on a leash is a different story.
I've seen it. I think I'm a pro. I see how they do it. They jump on them from the back. They electrical tape their nose.
Yeah.
And it's that simple. Right?
Almost, yeah.
Have you ever tried?
You gotta hold your breath and wait for the death roll. But yeah, I mean, it's pretty simple, I guess.
Have you ever tried to catch an alligator out there?
I have caught an alligator before.
You have with your hands?
No, actually, by accident with a buzz bait trying to bass fish.
Ooh.
And he snapped at it, and that cut the string. If I'm being honest, I didn't.
Oh, so you didn't catch it?
But yeah, I mean, I got him to the boat.
Was he in the boat?
No, that wasn't me. That was somebody else. I have a friend that put one in the boat and brought it back home, and got his bait back too.
How big was this alligator?
About 4 foot.
4 foot. And there's only of that 4 foot, only 2 foot of it's dangerous, right?
I mean, maybe the front 1 foot and the back 2.5 foot. There's that spot behind the teeth and before the tail that's not too bad, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah, I suppose.
No, they like food, but for the most part, they don't mess with too much.
Are there rules you can't mess with the alligators when you're down there and stuff?
I mean, I think it's unspoken rules. They're kind of like the state dog.
So when you go to Yellowstone, the rule is you got to pet a buffalo. So everyone gets out of their cars and they go and they pet a buffalo. That's the rules. You're supposed to do that, right? This is a public service announcement to thin the herd, just for the record. But every year there's a not a death count, but a maim count of how many bison have ran over some dumbass who can't figure out that these are wild animals. And I'm just I am fully 100% rooting for the bison, for the record. Oh. If you are out of your car, I'm rooting for the buffalo. Sorry. It's boom.
So I hear this story that I want to say it was Colorado in the mountains or something like that. But they have bear in the woods the mountains or whatever, and people are getting out of their vehicles to take pictures of the bear, and it's a big mama grizzly bear or whatever local bear to Colorado. I want to call it grizzly.
You know Louisiana, Jonathan. Not
well. My boss tells this story because I haven't been to Colorado in the wintertime, but or ever actually. Now that I think about it. But anyways, he's there's these people standing there taking pictures of Mama Bear, and her cubs are right there. I'm that's the dumbest thing I've ever heard. I would never, especially not with a Cubs right there? No way.
Yeah. I root for animals. I love animals. So this goes down, and I've had this conversation with students in my class because every once in a while they want me to try and trap you into your ideology and what you think and where you are directed, both politically and whatever. And every once in a while they want to say, you're racist, Mr. Peterson. That comes out every once in a while. That's a go-to card. It's easy to use and play when you don't like what's happening to you in your world. And I'm like, no, sorry, I am not. I am a hater. I am a hater, but I am not racist. And I hate idiots. Do I identify as one? You know what? If you're out taking pictures of Mama Bear and their cubs, you would automatically identify as an idiot. Automatically. And I'm rooting for
when you're
Mama.
further away from your vehicle than you are from the bear. Oh, man. No way.
At the Cubs. So there's Miss Eichmann. They're looking in one of her holes. I don't know what one, but she's getting doctored up. I know that probably wasn't the right way to say that, but I think it's her throat. They're looking down the throat. Here's your sign. So, yeah. Now the party's starting, now that we're near the end of our show, and because no one was here to begin with. You play dumb games, win dumb prizes. Yeah, well, there's another way to say that, and we got to come up with the T-shirt, and I'm sure it's already out there. F around and find out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I got a whole song about that. Good song.
I'm sure. So, come see us down in Louisiana, March 23rd. Be a good time, good vittles. I thought this weekend maybe I should put an entry into this cooking competition. Mr. Chamberlain is here. We're going to end up the final part of our show today with one of his songs. And I think the good one is Freedom Don't Come Free. I think that's a good one we'll end on. But what'd you think of my pick? I was a little insulted by you, Jonathan.
You were insulted by me?
Yeah. When I sent you pictures of like the culinary delight of your culture, and you're like, what is that? I was a little upset. I'm like, oh hell to the no.
I'm sure it tasted wonderful, man.
You know what I did?
I say it like this. I say it like this because my mother-in-law gets this recipe from online somewhere, probably somewhere like minnesotacooking.com or something. And it's I think it's a jambalaya recipe. And it doesn't look like jambalaya at all. It doesn't even really taste like jambalaya, in my opinion, but it's absolutely delicious. So I just asked her to kindly call it something different and let's get to eating.
Fair. Did mine not look like gumbo?
It was dark. It just looked. I like a lot of rice. Maybe the gravy was a little thin. I don't know. I'd have to see it again. I'm going to look.
Yeah, go and look. I'd never considered this, but this gumbo required 2 roux, and it was a smoked gumbo, and one was a blonde roux made with flour and ghee, which it didn't say, it was clarified butter, but I call it ghee, and the other roux was made of flour and duck fat. And I'm telling you, that stuff was amazing. And it's really weird because it's just flour and freaking fat. But it gave so much base and body and rustic flavor to the gumbo. I was just like, yeah, I'll do this every time.
It don't look bad, Mark. There's a lot of green stuff on top. Kind of throws me off.
That is the green onion.
Look,
green onion.
You know what the Holy Trinity is? When it
Yes.
comes down here, Holy Trinity is onions, celery, and bell pepper.
Yes.
And
that's all that's in there.
That's green
garlic.
onions on top?
That's finishing it, Jonathan. Little fresh green onion on top.
Finish that on your plate, not in a pot.
You know what is at the end? What's in the pot?
Freaking amazing. I would like.
You know what's in the pot? That's not green onion. That's not green onion in the pot.
That's not.
No, it's
cilantro, because that's even worse.
It's parsley. It's parsley.
Parsley. Okay.
Yeah, it's parsley.
No, it looks amazing. Actually, I would empty that whole pot of them snow crab claws.
We've been trying to. Yeah.
Promise you that.
Check out what I did this morning, and I already shared earlier. I made, and this would have been better, another application, but I made my rice. The rice was done. I put the rice in the bowl, warmed it up. I put the gumbo on. I have extra, so I got a whole gallon pitcher of just extra gumbo sauce that I just pour over after I fill my bowl. And I put 2 fried eggs over the top of it for breakfast. I'm telling you, man, the only thing I would do different in the future is have some nice crispy hash browns and put them down first. And I know rice is supposed to be the gumbo, but it just, let's expand our horizons a little bit. It was amazing. Oh, Jeremy thinks we're train shacking.
I think we need to stick with the rice and the gumbo.
I know.
You lost me, man. You lost me right away.
Look,
the only acceptable substitute for rice and a gumbo is potato salad. You just put your potato salad in the bowl.
That's the substitution?
That's the substitute. Because you see, gumbo always gets served with potato salad. So you can either eat it on the side or you can eat it in your gumbo.
So what you've
got other options. I'm willing to try it.
You've taken potato salad, you just put the gumbo on top of it?
Yeah, why not?
Oh my goodness, I don't know.
It's a starch, right? You just swapping potatoes for rice. And heck, you put an egg on it this morning.
Well, there's egg and potato salad, right?
Yes.
Look what I did. Yeah. And mayonnaise. That's all. That's oil. That's whipped up. That's all it is.
When you say that, it kind of sounds gross. We just call it potatoes and eggs, man. Just,
Well, so tell me about Louisiana, because I am not a potato salad. I do not like potato salad generally.
You don't like potato salad?
Tell me what it looks like down in Louisiana.
Well, it looks like America. It looks like it sounds to me like you don't want to be a part of it, don't you?
What? Tell me the potato salad application. I mean, just white potatoes with celery, maybe a little onion in there, some celery salt and some mayonnaise. No,
you don't need any of that. You just need mayo, mustard, potatoes, eggs, and a lot of original Mrs. Dash.
Eichmann, you're out of line. I am not the picky eater. You are the picky eater. There is so much stuff you will not eat, and I will eat everything. I just like it made better or different.
And there's different versions of it. I mean, you can get the potato salad with
Dylan is game. He's like saying, put it in the gumbo. You guys are going to have to. You guys talk about a lot of things that just don't happen. I'm just going to let you know. I still haven't seen.
I know we missed king cake season. I get it.
Right off the bat, boom! You knew it. You knew I was
Yeah.
going to hold you accountable to that sometime, didn't you?
No, we missed king cake season, and that's my bad, man.
I don't forget anything ever.
If I'm being honest, I'm totally going to blame it on anyone else but myself. But
Fair
yeah,
enough. Fair enough. Fair enough.
It's Jess's fault.
Did Jessica
more-
get to eat king cake for her birthday?
No, she had a different cake for her birthday. Landon picked out her cake for her birthday.
What did Landon pick out?
A white cake with buttercream icing.
Is
Pretty
that
big.
the way it's supposed to be?
Yeah, she don't like whipped icing. She likes buttercream. So
Okay.
it was a good. I mean, it's either that or you can't go wrong with a cookie cake.
I don't like cake either. I don't eat cake. I would have eaten your damn king cake, but I guess I can't now.
Yeah. Having to rethink our relationship at the moment. You don't like the salad or cake. Man, you can't eat it.
Aren't you guys supposed to eat red velvet cake down there? Aren't you supposed to be eating red velvet cake down there?
Oh, I love red velvet cake. Yeah.
Just doesn't like red velvet cake
with food coloring in it. It's delicious.
Isn't that all it is?
Pretty much. Yeah.
Yeah. You guys
My favorite cake is a good cookie cake or
what's a cookie cake?
It's just a really big freaking cookie.
Oh, fair enough. Fair enough.
But it's soft, kind of.
Isn't that cut into bars?
No, you just pick up the big 14-inch cookie and do.
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough.
No,
okay.
We cut it into squares, put it in the bottom of a bowl, throw some ice cream on top of it, let the ice cream melt, make the cake all soggy. Super good.
We're gonna learn so much when we're down there.
Yeah.
Like, you can get beignets at any time, right?
Yeah. About 10 minutes from here, got a great beignet spot.
Is it just is that all they do is beignets?
No, it's a coffee shop.
Oh.
Joe on Joe.
Is there more than one kind of beignet, or is it just all the same?
There's people who make them better than others, but they're pretty much all the same. Like fried bread, really kind of soft and hollow on the inside, but absolutely amazing. Sprinkle a little powdered sugar on that.
I gotta figure out lights in here. I look like I'm a Minnesota pale boy.
Yeah, you look kind of ghostly.
I know. What is something outside of just our event? Because I know we're going to be busy and all, but what is one thing we should go do on the side?
We're going to take a swamp tour. I'm about imagining that. We got to go ride in a boat and go feed some alligators. And
is it going to be an airboat?
Probably not. It'll probably be like a big boat. But we could do airboat if you want.
Big boat. I don't care. I got to eat something good when I'm down there. And I don't like cooked bananas, so it can't be banana.
There's a cook-off, so pretty much everybody that knows how to cook in the Thibodeau-Houma area is going to be out here throwing together some amazing dishes.
Sure.
Of all sorts. I'm telling you, the average Joe around here can freaking cook, dude.
Is there going to be like an unlimited band that I get to wear around that I can taste everything?
The way I usually do it is rather than have an unlimited band and taste everything, I usually taste a few until I find something that's really good. And then I just kind of like stand there, eat the bowl and hand it back to them and then eat another one.
That's an option?
Yeah, I don't think there's a limit to the amount or anything like that. It's a cook-off, so.
Yeah. We better have like some fancy passes that like say people are, very, very super special, like Andrea. Not like me, but Andrea's super special, and I'll follow her.
I'm thinking about getting some T-shirts made that are going to be hot pink with a green logo on it, and it'll say
Nice.
super special on the back.
Special.
Super special on the back.
Super
And then,
special needs.
yeah.
Don't feed the animals. I should say don't feed the animals, because that's gonna be funny. Because I'm lining up to every one of those booths with my alligator therapy animal.
Do you alligator therapy animal?
I'm shopping for that right now.
Yeah, it happens, man.
All right.
We have a rubber duck race every year in Thibodeau on the canal, and they like channel all the ducks into like this narrow area, and they turn loose like 500, maybe even 1,000 ducks. I don't know, 1,000 rubber ducks, and they channel them all down the canal into this little area, and they got a boat on the other side, and the current takes them, and it's a duck race. And what you do is you buy a duck every year. And if your duck, all the ducks are numbered, and if your number wins, then you win something. I don't know, because I've never won, but you win something. And that's pretty cool.
You're talking about this, and it's not even going to be at our event.
It's not. We can't do that. There's already people. That's Thibodeauville's thing. Can't steal that from Thibodeauville.
Not trying to steal.
We're 5 hours in a pond.
Doesn't even matter. We're not even going to see it.
We're going to have alligator races.
Oh, nice.
No, we're not that cool yet. One day, though, we will have a coffee drinking contest, Jeremy Daniels, and maybe some tacos.
I can't. I'm queuing up the song here, and it's in our file thing, so I can't push any other buttons other than be ready. I can't read the comments right now.
So real quick before we leave, or before we close out, I got to say this on behalf of Jeremy Daniels. We were working at this job for about a week, and we discovered this taco food truck in the area. And so we started going there every day, of course, trying something different. And man, when I tell you, it was just the best stinking burritos I ever had in my life.
Were they the size of footballs?
They cut them in half, and it's like this big.
Yeah.
stuffed with all kind of stuff. Like you eat half of it for lunch and save the other half for another day. But it was, or later that day, whatever. I'm not judging, but they were absolutely fantastic, man. That was
all right.
Sorry.
No, come check us out this next Sunday for We Got Your Six at 6 Patriot Playtime. Again, we'll have Amanda with the nonprofit Hooves. That's an acronym. We'll get that lined up.
Healing of our Veterans Equine Services.
There you go. And then the one and only Jeremiah Bones, new to our music world, but excited to have him. And we've got Mr. David Chamberlain. Freedom don't come free.
I'm a soldier. I fought in World War II. I'm a veteran. I did it for me and you. Yeah, I've got wounds and scars not anyone can see. It's just a reminder that freedom, it don't come free. I'm a soldier. I fought in Vietnam. I'm a veteran. see. It's just a reminder that freedom, it don't come free. I'm proud I serve my country. It's the right thing to do. I always stand up for freedom and the red, white, and blue. All my brothers and sisters who fought and died for me. We just want to remind you that freedom, it don't come free. I'm a soldier in a land overseas. Iraq, Afghanistan, my brothers fought and died for me. And through the bullets and when I can hear our mamas crying, Mama, don't you worry, it ain't our time to die. I'm proud I served our country. It's the right thing to do. I always stand up for freedom